The most effective ad campaigns don't actually feel like ads at all. They feel like a personal discovery, a secret you've just stumbled upon. What if you could generate the same level of buzz as a multi-million-dollar Super Bowl commercial, for the cost of a can of spray paint and a single, brilliant idea? Some of the most memorable and effective marketing campaigns in history were not created by massive agencies with unlimited budgets. They were ambushes. They were unconventional, high-impact, psychological attacks on your attention, a strategy known as guerrilla marketing. Point 1. For decades, the world of advertising has been a conventional battlefield. It's a war of attrition, fought with massive budgets for television, radio, and digital ad space. Big corporations win by overwhelming the public with the sheer volume and repetition of their message. It's a war of brute force. But what if you're a small company with a tiny budget? You can't win a war of attrition. You can't outspend the giants. So, you have to be smarter. You have to be more creative. You have to attack the consumer where they least expect it. This is the essence of guerrilla marketing. It is a strategy that trades a big budget for a big imagination. It's about creating a high-impact, memorable experience on a low budget. Point 2. So, where did this radical strategy come from? And what are its rules of engagement? How does a low-cost ambush on the public's attention actually work? And what is the psychological secret that makes these campaigns so incredibly powerful and unforgettable? That's the question we're answering today. To understand the strategy, you first have to understand the name. The term guerrilla warfare describes the tactics used by a small, mobile, irregular fighting force against a much larger, more conventional army. Point 3. Unable to win in a head-on battle, the guerrilla force relies on surprise attacks, ambushes, and sabotage. Point 4. In 1984, a marketing strategist named Conrad Levinson looked at the business world and saw the exact same dynamic. Point 5. On one side were the large corporations, the conventional armies with their 9-figure marketing budgets. On the other side were the small businesses, the outgunned rebels with almost no resources. Levinson's groundbreaking book, Guerrilla Marketing, was a call to arms for the underdog. Point 6. He argued that small businesses should stop trying to fight like the big corporations. Instead of investing money, they should invest time, energy, and imagination. He laid out the core principles of a new kind of marketing. First, it must be unexpected and unconventional. It has to appear in a place or a way that people don't anticipate. Second, it should be interactive and tangible, happening in the real world where people can see, touch, and engage with it. Third, its primary goal is to provoke a strong emotional reaction, typically humor, surprise, or intrigue. Point 7. And finally, the ultimate measure of success is not direct sales, but the generation of free publicity and word-of-mouth buzz. The campaign itself is just the spark designed to ignite a much larger media fire. So why is a surprising, real-world stunt so much more powerful than a traditional ad? The answer lies in how our brains are wired. We live in a state of constant information overload. The average person is exposed to thousands of advertising messages every single day. Point 8. To cope, our brains have developed powerful filters. We have banner blindness online. We automatically tune out pre-roll ads, and we rarely notice billboards. We have evolved to ignore the predictable. Guerrilla marketing works by creating a powerful pattern interrupt. It breaks through our mental filters by injecting something completely unexpected into a familiar environment. You expect a city crosswalk to be boring white stripes. But suddenly, you see one painted to look like a giant carton of McDonald's French fries. You expect a public bench to be made of wood. Instead, you see one that looks exactly like a Kit Kat chocolate bar, subtly reinforcing their slogan, "Have a break." This element of surprise triggers an immediate emotional response. Our brain flags the experience as novel and important, encoding it into our memory with a much higher priority than a passive advertisement. This is the difference between being told a story and becoming a part of one. This emotional tag is what compels us to stop, pull out our phones, take a picture, and share it online. The surprise turns us from a passive audience into an active participant. Over the years, marketers have developed a diverse arsenal of guerrilla tactics. Tactic 1: Ambient marketing. This is the art of placing a message in an unconventional location or modifying the existing urban environment. A classic example comes from National Geographic. 9 To promote a Shark Week documentary, they placed a decal on the doors of a public bus that made it look like passengers were stepping directly into a great white shark's open mouth. 10 It was cheap, clever, and highly shareable. Tactic 2. Ambush marketing. This is the strategy of hijacking the attention from a major event, like the Olympics or the World Cup, without paying the massive fees to be an official sponsor. 11 In 2012, Nike launched a brilliant ambush campaign during the London Olympics. 12 Adidas was the official sponsor, a deal worth over $100 million. Nike was legally forbidden from using words like Olympics or London 2012. So they ran a campaign with the simple tagline "Find Your Greatness," featuring everyday athletes competing in other cities around the world named London, like London, Ohio, and London, Norway. The ads were emotionally powerful and elegantly sidestepped the rules, leading many people to believe Nike was the true sponsor. Tactic 3. Viral experimental marketing. This is about creating a real-world experience so unique and intriguing that people are compelled to document and share it. Perhaps the most legendary example is the campaign for the 1999 low-budget horror film, The Blair Witch Project. 13 The filmmakers wanted to create the illusion that the movie's found footage was real. They created one of the first viral websites, featuring fake police reports, news interviews, and biographical information about the missing students. 14 They spread flyers on college campuses. The result was an explosion of online and real-world chatter. People debated for months whether the story was real or a hoax. They weren't just selling a movie, they were selling a myth. This incredible buzz, generated for almost no money, turned a tiny independent film into a global phenomenon. 15 Let's connect the dots. Guerrilla marketing borrows its name and philosophy from warfare, applying the tactics of a small, nimble force to the world of big business. 16 It works by creating a powerful psychological pattern interrupt, breaking through our mental ad filters with a surprising and unconventional real-world experience. This is achieved through a variety of tactics, including modifying the urban environment, ambushing major events, and creating shareable, viral experiences. 17 And that is the secret. Guerrilla marketing operates on a profound understanding of the modern media landscape. The experience is the message. A traditional advertisement pays for a space to deliver a pre-packaged message. 18 A guerrilla campaign creates an experience that becomes the message. 19 The goal is not just for you to see the campaign. The goal is for the campaign to be so interesting that you are compelled to talk about it, photograph it, and share it with your network. The true audience isn't the few hundred people who might see a clever bench in person. It is the millions of people who will see the pictures of it online. The real-world stunt is just the bait for the real prize: massive, free, viral distribution. If this strategy has ambushed your assumptions about advertising, you can support our channel with a surprise attack on the like button and subscribe for more. The brilliance of guerrilla marketing is its relevance in an age of extreme media fragmentation and ad aversion. It provides a way to cut through the noise when no one is listening to traditional ads anymore. 20 It can truly level the playing field, allowing a small brand with a great idea to generate more authentic buzz than a massive corporation with a stale 1.21. It was marketing designed for the social media age, decades before social media even existed. The broader business principle here is a masterclass in asymmetric thinking. The principle of asymmetry is about finding a way to turn your opponent's greatest strength into their greatest weakness. A large corporation's strength is its budget. But this reliance on budget often makes them slow, bureaucratic, and afraid to take creative risks. A small guerrilla brand can be the opposite: fast, nimble, and daring. The lesson is to stop playing by the rules of the established players. When you cannot outspend your competition, you must outthink, outwit, and outsurprise them. If you learn something new, hit the like button and subscribe for more strategy breakdowns. And let us know in the comments, what company's strategy should we unlock next?